It's officially the Halloween season, so I'm going to do a ranking of some Halloween songs. I found a list that SiriusXM put out last year of the 31 best Halloween songs, so we're going to do a little tier ranking. There was one song on the list that I could not find, so I'm only going to rank 30 of them. And I'm going to be ranking these based off of how well these fit into the Halloween season. Not necessarily if they are good songs or bad songs, but am I putting this on during the Halloween season to, get in the spooky spirit? Am I putting this on at the Halloween party? We'll see. And we're going to be starting at the bottom at number 31 with Hocus Pocus by Focus. And look, 70s prog rock is like so close to my heart. It's some of my favorite music ever, and I do like this song. While it does have kind of like a weird spooky organ part somewhere, it also has that Looney Tunes part in it. So I'm definitely not going to be putting this on very often for the Halloween season. Definitely not at the Halloween party, even though it is a good song. I'm going to put this in the D row. Not likely to get played for me. All right, next up, we've got The Weeknd with In the Night. And you know what? This is not like a bad song. And I think if it came on during the season at a Halloween party, it'd probably be fine. I wouldn't be like mad about it. But it's also not really a Halloween song. It just says In the Night. That seems to be the most Halloween thing about it. So as far as being a Halloween song goes, I don't know if it really fits in. We're going to put this also in the D. We'll put it above Hocus Pocus, though. I'm still probably not going to put on Hocus Pocus. Next up, we have Spirits by Strumbellas. And this was an absolute horrendous pick. Just straight to the F tier. Absolutely not. I don't think it's a very good song anyway. But also, this song is way too hopeful for the Halloween season. And I just because they say spirits in it doesn't make it a Halloween song. It drives me insane. Definitely not playing this one. Next up, we got Janet Jackson's Black Cat. And you know what? I'm pretty much always down to hear some Janet Jackson, even if the song is like barely Halloween themed. It's got Black Cat, so whatever. It's a super catchy song. Got an insane guitar solo in it. So I'm happy pretty much anytime this comes on. We're going to put this in the B tier because while I love it, I don't know if it's really like Halloween themed enough to justify it, but it's close enough, and I'm just happy to hear it anyway. Next up, we got Creep from Radiohead. Absolutely not, dude. Not listening to that. Honestly, probably not just going to try not to listen to that song ever, but definitely not putting it on for the Halloween season. Definitely not putting it on at the Halloween party. People are leaving. So, yeah, that's an F tier. Just because it says Creep in the song doesn't make it a Halloween song. All right, next up, we have Bad Moon Rising from CCR. This is a classic. And while it is also not maybe like the most Halloween themed song ever, it's been a classic and a staple for the Halloween season long enough to where I've always associated it with Halloween. So I'm happy to have it. Great song. And so far, the most fitting song we've had for the holiday. Next up, AC/DC Hell's Bells, one of two AC/DC songs on this list. I absolutely love this song, but the intro is maybe a little bit too long for me to put it on at the party, or honestly to listen to it like too often. So I'm going to put it in the B tier, though it's an S tier in my heart outside of the Halloween season. Next up, Lullaby by The Cure. Incredible song. Not sure it's really Halloween themed, even though it does talk about Spider-Man eating you for dinner. We're going to go B for this one. I just think within the goth subgenre, there's probably way more songs that would be appropriate to put on at a Halloween party than this one. But that being said, great song. S tier song in my heart. But I think for Halloween, maybe just a B tier. Next up, we got Zombie by the Cranberries. And I'm going to put this in C because also not a Halloween song. Just because it says zombie, not a Halloween song. Now, I guess you could read into it and, maybe you could attribute some subject matter or some lyrics to being spooky or scary. But I just don't think lyrically it's enough to be deemed Halloween. And the music also not really any kind of spooky. So I think as far as Halloween goes, not a very good pick, but still a great song. Next up, we have Migos with My Family. I actually did not know this song before this list. And it's fine, I suppose. Probably hits with the younger generation. But for me, I think I'm going to go D for this one. We'll put it right between The Weeknd and Focus. I don't know. I don't really necessarily have anything against it. It just is kind of corny, I think. It's fine. All right, next up we got Dark Horse from Katy Perry. I think I'm also going to put this one in C tier. We'll put it under the Cranberries, though, out of respect. I mean, it's a fine song. I'm probably not going to be mad about it, but this is one of those where, I don't know, I guess technically it is spooky, but you just have like horrible lines in there, like eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Come on. Do we need that? I don't think so. Next up, we got Ghost Town from The Specials. Absolute S tier song. S tier for the Halloween. Not only are the lyrics appropriate for Halloween, but they actually went all in on making the music sound spooky. And this song is just a masterclass in songwriting between the way they switch up the vocals, just the overall structure of the song. I mean, it's S tier in every possible way, in or outside of Halloween. Incredible song. If you haven't listened to it yet, go ahead and listen to it. I assume they're talking about the single version here, though the extended version is also as good. So if you got 3 extra minutes, go ahead and put on the extended version. Next up, we got Pet Sematary from the Ramones. And I'm going to put this one in C. We're actually going to put this one at the top of C. I'm not like huge Ramones fan, especially if we're talking post-70s Ramones. And on top of that, I'm not even a huge Stephen King fan, so this song just absolutely does not really resonate with me. However, it is Halloween themed. It's from a horror movie, so I'm definitely not going to be mad about it. It fits the Halloween themes. You know what? I'm going to move this up to B. I'm going to put it at the bottom, though. It does fit the Halloween themes, and it is from a horror movie. However, I just don't really like it, so I'm going to put it at the bottom of the B tier. Out of all the songs so far that I think are appropriate for Halloween, this is probably my least favorite, but that's all right. All right, next up, Screamin' Jay Hawkins, I Put a Spell on You. First of all, kudos to them for not doing the Hocus Pocus version or the Nina Simone version, as good as it is. Glad we got the original on here. However, this is criminally low, just especially looking at some of the songs they put above this. Kind of offensive. But as far as just ranking it in this tier list, S tier, Halloween song. Also, if you have not heard this version, the original version, highly recommend checking it out. And when you do, just be in shock and awe that this came out in 1956. That's wild. All right, next up we have Freaks Come Out at Night by Houdini. This is, to their credit, a legitimate, bona fide, like spooky Halloween song, and it's not bad. So we're going to put this in B. I'm going to actually put this at the top just because it is more actually Halloween themed than all the other ones. All right, next up we got the Addams Family theme. We're going to put this in the B as well. We'll put it actually right under that one because, again, it is, actually meant to be like spooky and Halloween themed. And I mean, it's a classic for sure. It is a banger, but I don't know if I'm really going to be putting it on myself to listen to. It's also pretty short, so. All right, next up, we've got Evil Woman from ELO. Great song. I don't know if it's really Halloween themed, but great song anyway. We're going to put it in B. We'll put it right above Pet Sematary because I like it better, even though it's maybe not as appropriate. All right, Werewolves of London from Warren Zevon. Look, this one conflicts me a little bit because while the lyrics fit the Halloween theme pretty well, the music, on the other hand, does not, at least in my opinion. And it's been pointed out before that it's the same chords, and it's very similar to Sweet Home Alabama. And if you just swapped the lyrics from those, are we going to say Sweet Home Alabama is now a Halloween song? I don't know about that. So I'm going to put this at the bottom of the B tier. It's an appropriate song for Halloween. It's been around long enough, like the CCR song, to kind of have that Halloween association for me at least. But at the same time, it doesn't really put me in the spooky mood because the music just isn't really there. I don't know. I will not blame you if you hate me for it. All right, next up we got Shakira with She-Wolf. And this is another example of songs that just like barely associate with Halloween. Like the lyrics do like somewhat, like technically, yes, the lyrics allude to spooky things. But again, the music just absolutely not. So I also don't think it's that great of a song. I'm gonna put this in C because the lyrics, I guess technically you could justify it as a Halloween song, but I don't think it's a great song. And I don't think the music really does anything to actually elevate it in terms of making it sound spooky. So we're gonna keep it pretty low. Next up, we got Black Magic Woman. We're gonna do the Santana version because that seems to be the one that most people are gonna actually play. Although the Fleetwood Mac version also great. Black Magic Woman, we're going to put this up in A. There we go. It's got some nice, like, kind of voodoo vibes going on, some great guitar playing, some organ. Overall, decently spooky vibe. All right, next up, This Is Halloween, absolute S tier. And honestly, this is ranked much lower than it should be. This is a top 5 Halloween song. It is literally called This Is Halloween. How is this not top 5 at least? This is down at like 10 or 11, especially, again, considering some of what's above it. All right, next up, Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. We are putting this one up in A. Absolutely. It's got a lot of energy. It's got a lot of punch. It's spooky in its lyrics. Obviously, he's a werewolf. We're barking at the moon. Also, the music itself just has that like classic 80s heavy metal vibe that's kind of associated with a lot of spooky things. Yeah, A tier Halloween song. There we go. All right, next up, Highway to Hell from AC/DC. Love this song, but we're going to put this one in the B tier pretty low. I'm going to put it above these two. I mean, I love this song, but I don't know if it really belongs on a Halloween playlist. I get the association. I get it. You're on the highway to hell. That's spooky. That's scary. But I don't know if it is really like meant to be in a Halloween kind of spooky way that they're on the highway to hell. It's more just, they're being debaucherous. So they're going to hell. Next up, Andrew Gold, Spooky Scary Skeletons. Come on. S tier. Absolutely. I don't have anything to say. Spooky Scary Skeletons. It's a classic. It's iconic. Enough said. All right, next up, Rihanna's Disturbia. And I don't really understand why this one is in here. As far as, it's on a lot of lists as being a spooky Halloween song. I don't think, like the Shakira song, I don't think lyrically it's strong enough to fit into Halloween. And musically, it's definitely not strong enough. It's a fine song. I got nothing against it. It's fun. But as a Halloween song, I don't think it really works that well. So we're going to put it in C. All right, next up, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Time Warp. Great song from a great movie. And it is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. But this song in itself, not necessarily spooky. We're going to put it in B. We're going to put it pretty high. You know what? We're going to put this above Adam's Family. You know what? We're going to put this above Houdini. Because at the end of the day, even though it's maybe not the most Halloween themed, it definitely has kind of a Halloween vibe to it, just being that kind of glam rock, old school rock and roll sound. I'm happy to hear this one in a Halloween context, more so than everything else in this tier. So we're going to put it in the top B tier. Maybe a B+. All right, Monster Mash. We're going to put this one in A because it is a classic, but it's goofy and cheesy in a way that I do like, but it does kind of get on my nerves after a little bit. I don't want to hear it every day. So A tier because it's a classic and it's appropriate for the season, but not S tier just because it kind of gets on my nerves after a little bit. All right, next up, number 3. I mean, these next 3 are basically probably everybody's top 3 Halloween songs, and I can't disagree. Number 3, Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me, S tier. We're going to put this actually, you know what, we're going to put this above I Put a Spell on You. I mean, this one is classic. It's iconic. Everybody knows the song. You got Michael Jackson singing on here. I mean, everything about it is just perfect. Next up, Ghostbusters, also S tier. I'm going to put this one right under the Rockwell. I think it's just as good as the Rockwell, but I hear this one a lot more often, and it's more repetitive, so it kind of gets on my nerves slightly more, just ever so slightly more than the Rockwell one, but still, great song. Number 1 Halloween song is Thriller by Michael Jackson, obviously. S tier, even above Ghost Town. It's the most iconic Halloween song there ever was. It's got the music, it's got the lyrics, it's got the music video, and if you're listening to the full version, it's got Vincent Price doing an intro. It doesn't get more iconic than that. It's a perfect song in every possible way. So there we go. That is SiriusXM's list of the 31 greatest Halloween songs. Let me know what songs you think I should have rated higher or lower, and let me know what songs you think should have been on the list.